Safeguard your reason. What is your why? That is the definition of why anybody can do anything that's outside of their reach. Their why has to be stronger than their feelings or excuses. And when you finally made it to the place I always speak of, which is self-transcendence, your why is the world. You don't even report to anybody around you. You don't report to your family. You don't report to your spouse. You don't report to your kids. You report to nobody but above. And you have to know that when you report above, everything is taken care of below. All too often, we bend to those we love's wish. So they wish something of us or they call something of us and will change our path. This is something that all my clients deal with more than anything. I've told you that your conscience is the authentic voice of God. If you follow that, everything that everybody believes they're guiding you towards will be taken care of greater and more efficiently. But they're trying to do it ill-equipped. They're doing it so that they benefit themselves. If you listen to your conscience, it will benefit all. And it will be done the most efficient way possible that benefits everybody in a greater fashion than they can even ever comprehend. That's why when people say, Wes, what are your goals? Like, what's your end vision? I don't have one. If I had a vision or a goal, it would be a cap. Because why would I say I want to have 500 million? What if I just operate at my highest level in an area that has no cap to it, and I never put a dollar amount or an end goal to anything? I just came and showed up every single day. It could far surpass that. Anything you think of or can comprehend at this current state of your consciousness is too small. You're consistently growing. So you're going to set a standard when you're bettering yourself every day? This is foolish. So you do not follow you. You do not follow your family. You do not follow your friends, your boss, your kids. You do not bend to anybody. You listen to your conscience's call, which is the authentic voice of creation. This will have you not side with outcomes that persuade your whole path, your whole purpose. You can't be biased towards what you want. It's almost selfish to choose the ones you love over your path and purpose, because then it's self-serving. You're not simply serving them anymore. You need to serve the world to best serve them. If you were to best serve your family, it would be you being someone who can best serve the world. Because then you're showing them simultaneously you're showing them that if we just report to one place, one teaching, one authentic path from one place, you're good. This is all I do. I don't read from anyone. I don't listen to anybody else. I was telling Angie today that she's made it too far. She can no longer just be a student. There's no one to study under. She needs to become the teacher. The only person to study under is God. This is the only answer. So in order to be stimulated in a place where you've learned enough, you have to then create people under you that you look at as a mirror to remember when you were at that stage, and it restrokes the fire and brings about your purpose greater. Whether people believe me or not, it makes no fucking difference to me. But during my hardest of times, I had you guys. I created you guys. I created all of you. All of you guys side with what you would believe is my core beliefs and values, but these aren't mine. These were something that I tuned into, and these were downloads from above that I was just the entity that gave to you. I was just someone who heard it, tried it, it worked so well that I had to pass it on. And you guys were individuals that lived the truth and wanted to walk in alignment with universal truth. And so you said, holy shit, this does work. It means no difference who gives you the message. I was just the bringer of the truth to most of you. And what you guys did was every time Wes Watson, this idiot, tries to come about, who has selfish desires, who operates solely under his own guidance and his own ruling, when he's in a low frequency state, he turns to you guys and then you redirect him back to his purpose, which is to live a life aligned from above that's totally congruent with universal truths. And that's why when we put our messages out online all day, it's course correction. There's nothing greater than a mentor that can course correct you in real time. If I can course correct you in real time, I can do more for you than anyone could ever do for you in your entire life. It's one thing to teach someone something, but it's another thing to drop that perfect message in perfect time when someone needs it to get back on their perfect path. You guys really could never, you could never debate it. If a man is right, his world will be right. Look at what I've done by just simply removing everything that I regretted. Everything I regretted in my life got removed. And then I just did the things that brought me into flow state, that brought me peace, that I knew were inseparable parts of my progression and the evolution of my consciousness. I just did those more. So I just did more of what was working for me and removed everything that wasn't. Oh, what a crazy fucking concept, huh? But in a world full of low frequency fucks that vibrate with other low frequency fucks, I can see why it's a problem. A high frequency individual just completely throws you off. When you're a low frequency fuck and a high frequency individual comes around and you're not ready for his energy, he will completely disrupt you and dysregulate you. Everything you thought was the truth is now false, and everything you thought you liked has no meaning, and now you've been flipped on your axis. It's over. Now you've been shown the truth, and once enlightened, one can never not see the truth again. That's the law of exposure. Once exposed, one cannot be unexposed. I love you guys. This is why I tell you guys the purpose of life is to create the man you admire and then gift him to the world. Because when you gift him to the world, your vibe will create your tribe. And you'll need that. Because the top people who do not create their own circle of influence that is mutual, I've taught some of you guys and you've taught me back. I've almost gone off course and some of you guys have brought me back. If you don't create your own circle of influence, you're fucked. Then you're walking this plane aimlessly in a constant path of self-actualization that will always lead to a relapse or a failure of this process. Once you give yourself to the whole, the cosmic whole, once you give yourself to everybody, you cannot fail because you wake up every day knowing everybody's watching and needing you at a whole different level. And this is a man's purpose, to show up for his people. I love you guys. Let's go.